The pitch, as you can see, is very bare in the centre. But it's Everton wearing all blue to start the semi-final, playing from right to left, and West Ham are wearing all white, and Brian Kidd tries the shot from the kickoff. Paul Brush, the West Ham fullback. Stuart Pearson is number 8, that was Devonshire, looking for David Cross. Brooking. Wide on this side is Stewart, and then he's got Holland on this side as well. That's Stewart. In goes Pearson. Ross didn't make it, Andy King did. Typical attractive West Ham move from the start. Pearson again the target, that's Billy Wright with him. Stuart Pearson, who played in 2 FA Cup finals for Manchester United. And Billy Wright, whose uncle Tommy Wright played in 2 FA Cup finals for Everton. Hartford having to help the kick on, that's Kidd. Hartford and Bailey on this side. This is Hartford, number 10. Bailey is number 3 outside him. That's Bailey's cross. Flicked on, and it was away by Devonshire from Motson. Bailey again. The early signs are that Everton may be winning the battle on the terraces. Their supporters have waited a long time for some success. Here's Ray Stewart though for West Ham. David Cross. Bailey in for Everton. Now Hartford. Gary Megson on to John Goodman, who knows Villa Park so well. Number 9, Kidd. Goodman. Wright, Bailey, Kidd making himself available. This is Trevor Ross. Pat Holland's tackle and his touch. Cross, foul by Wright on Cross. Taken quickly, here's Brooking. Looks for Pearson, who got away from his marker. And he was looking towards the linesman, Pearson. I think he thought he might have been flagged offside, but he wasn't. And Everton were nearly caught. And Brooking very much in evidence. Pearson. Oh, given away. Peter Eastoe is playing up front despite the number 6 on his back for Everton. He's playing up front as Eastoe with Brian Kidd. Wright is taking Pearson. And Lyons is marking Cross. That's the way that Everton are defending against West Ham's 2 strikers. This is John Goodman. Kidd, nearly by Eastoe, that's Billy Bonds. Stewart. He's got Pat Holland here, number 11. Devonshire's made a run on the left, way across the other side. This is Stewart. Pearson. Oh, Holland is in. And that's already offside. Holland was already offside before he crossed the ball. Cross just rolled it in, but Pat Holland clearly offside when he received the ball. Header by Bonds. Foul, in fact, as well. Five minutes gone, and the Everton number 5, Mike Lyons, is making his way forward for the free kick. Alvin Martin is picking him up, the opposite number 5. Those were the two players who jumped for it, and Lyons was penalised. That's Gidman. Devonshire leaving it for Brooking. Cross. Pearson in with Wright, foul by Wright. David Cross, one of the targets. Taken by Brooking, on by Pearson. Away by Asa Hartford. Here's Andy King. Kidd. Well played by Everton. King again. Eastow's made the run through the middle. Oh, and Bonds missed it. And Eastow is through. And Parks has made a crucial save. The most expensive goalkeeper in the world was called upon early. Here's Ross. Hartford. Bailey. Parks coming for this and taking it well. He'll have confidence now after making a save as important as that. Eastow was through because Bonds made the error. Eastow's shot was parried by Parks, and they all held their breath before it went just, for West Ham anyway, the safe side of the post. Was Holland, Pearson, Trevor Brooking, whose experience and balls like that from him could prove so vital. Here's Holland. Play on, says the referee. And this is Kidd for Everton. And again, the ball intelligently played inside by Everton to Hartford. Megson's made his run on the right, and so too has Gidman. But the pass found neither. So a lively start, and I wonder how important that save may prove to be. Kidd. This is Cross. On for Holland. Appeared to be fouled by Bailey there, but the referee waved play on. So Lyons for Everton to Wright. David Cross thought Lyons handled it. There's Lyons again. Ross. Eastow and Bonds together again. This is Eastow. This is King. Beaten by Holland. Bit of elbowing by Ross. Eastow picks up Bailey's pass. Hartford, Eastow, and the flag was up for offside. Motson Lions underneath this. The West Ham man won it. That was Martin. This is Hartford. Brooking. Stewart. That was well worked by Ray Stewart across the forward rush. Pearson's come off the defence, but the ball has gone towards Cross. And it was Gidman who turned it back and out. So West Ham have their first corner. Billy Bonds has gone forward, so has Alvin Martin. It's been taken quickly, has Brooking. Devonshire. And that's safe enough, a goal kick. Martin Hodge, the young Everton goalkeeper, only just 21, and he displaced the international George Wood earlier in the season and has kept the position. Zisto. Put up by Stewart, the free kick quickly taken. Here's Bailey, Kidd. Bailey. Eastoe now in the centre, so is Megson. King has made the run down the left, and it was young Paul Allen getting an important touch. Kidd. Oh, what a good cross by Kidd. That's Eastoe heading it back. Hartford tried to get in. Devonshire trying to get it away. Ross. And now West Ham could break through. Brooking. Pearson to his right, Cross to his left. Four defenders back. Devonshire also trying to get forward on the left, and there he is. Brush has gone down outside him. That's his cross. Well taken. Delightful counter-attack by West Ham. Initiated by who else but Trevor Brooking. Here's Eastoe, he's very much involved early on. Here's Kidd. Megson. With a very cool head on his young shoulders as Gary Megson. He's not going to be overawed by the occasion, it would seem. That's Bonds. Hartford and Brooking colliding. Then it was Holland who went in, and bodies all over the place. And a free kick in the end to West Ham. Trevor Brooking went down in the first of those two collisions. Seems to have got a bang on the side of the head. Brooking back on his feet. Bonds takes the free kick. Not very well either. Eastoe. Kidd. Andy King. Now Bailey. Kidd's gone to the left. Bailey again. Didn't give Hartford too much chance there. But he got the throw in and found Kidd. Now Hartford again. Oh. Pat Holland, not quite sure who was around, gives away the corner. Hartford's cross. Turned back in again by Ross. Oh, and that would have fallen for Megson had the defender not got in first. And it was finally put out for another corner by Pat Holland. Eastow's flick. Oof. This time it was away by Bonds. Gidman. Everton pressing with 15 minutes gone. Comes to Asa Hartford. Goes round Martin. Pulls it back to King. Deflection and Bonds again. And this is quite a severe test of West Ham's nerve early in the game. And they've got another corner of Everton, much to Holland's surprise. It's played back for Bailey to turn in. And Bailey again. But he is in fact a left-footed player, John Bailey. That was a sustained period of Everton pressure, and John Lyall perhaps relieved that West Ham have now got a chance to draw breath. King. Good header back by Kidd to Bailey. Everton are moving nicely. Eastow. Bond sliding in, corner again. That's the fourth in a very short space of time. Kidd went in on the near post. Brian Kidd, the sort of experienced forward who could easily win a semi-final. He played at Wembley in the European Cup final and scored on his 19th birthday, but he hasn't played in a major cup final since then. Bailey's header. Very positive approach in this first period from Everton. Trying to enforce their first division status on the match. Kidd. Foul by Kidd on Holland. Jumping with Cross. Lyons got one in the face, but Cross got the free kick. You can see that Lyons has got a cut. No time to be patched up yet. Bonds with the free kick. Pearson, Brooking. It was Ross that got the ball away to Kidd. Lyons and Gidman are signalling to the bench to try and get the attention of Jim McGregor, the physiotherapist, because Lyons is bleeding from the left eye. Here's Kidd. King. Oh, given away straight to Pat Holland. Pearson. Oof, that was a bit fierce coming in on the back by Trevor Ross. He snapped away at the back of Pearson's legs there. Pearson so good with his back to goal, but takes so much punishment as a result. Brooking with the kick. Flicked on by Pearson. That's Ray Stewart in there. Hartford. Andy King. Kidd's come short, trying to help it on to Megson, but Devonshire is marking Megson on that side of the field and doing it very effectively. Pearson. nearly right in. Well, Everton have had marginally the better of the first 20 minutes. Created the one clean chance so far, which brought the save. Brave header by Mike Lyons. His face actually is, at the moment, not doing him any favours at all, and the referee at last has got a chance to look at that cut and call on Jim McGregor. The Everton support is quite tremendous. So the Everton captain back in action. Allen that was. This was Bailey. Eastoe. Bonds harrying him. Fine ball by Eastoe to John Gidman. Megson's made a forward run. That's Kidd. Now it's Megson. King. Two players to his left. Eastoe breaking well. Wasn't a bad idea by Peter Eastoe, trying to get Megson in behind the defence. Ross, offside against Megson, coming back. Another good header by Lyons. This is Stewart for West Ham. Holland on and away by Wright. All very fast and furious and rather edgy. It's a typical semi-final so far. Here's Kidd. That's a measured ball. Bailey making a run in the centre is Andy King. There he is, he had it run on. Eastoe! What a good save by Parks. His second from the same player. And Peter Eastoe must have thought he'd scored. The ball played in from the left, and a good dummy early on which let it run by King, and Eastoe got the touch, and Park's concentration magnificent. And here are West Ham with Devonshire. Four other players in the attack. Brooking. Bit of a tangle between Brooking and Hartford. Now it's Kidd. Oh, he couldn't take it in his stride, John Gidman. Allen for West Ham, wanting somebody to make a run. It's Cross. Heading it down. Pearson is in there. Cross again. Holland. Pearson pulls away far post. Allen to Stewart. There's Pearson. Nice the way that David Cross took the defenders away to leave Pearson clear. Out. Here's Stewart. Still Ray Stewart. Oh, what a good save! Well, the shot was good to start with, but the save by Hodge matched what Parks had done earlier. Ray Stewart hit it so well, it was flying into the top corner, and the goalkeeper turning it round. Brooking with the corner. Foul. Free kick to Everton. Well, Martin Hodge in the Everton goal will be pleased with that save. Had an uneasy league match here earlier in the season. It's blasted back by Ray Stewart. And Billy Wright complaining, and David Cross saying, calm it down. So no score, but fine goalkeeping at either end has been a feature of this first half. That was Easto, and a free kick against Alvin Martin. King to Hartford. Now it's Kidd. Hartford again. Players, even of international experience, can get over-anxious in semi-finals. Penalised again for fouling Cross. The free kicks are going very much the way of West Ham. Brooking plays this one short to Bonds. Up goes Cross. Corner. Martin's header back, and it was hooked away by Andy King, up to Kidd. Brooking, he won it well from Easto. And this is Holland. Brooking again, oh that's beautiful by Brooking. But the game is moving so quickly that now Martin looks for Cross, and he's onside, and he checked, although he had no need to. This is Gary Megson. Bonds. Flick on was by Pearson. This is Andy King to Bailey. Now Hartford. Bonds again. He seems to be in everything at the moment, the West Ham captain. That was Alan Gidman. 9 years at Villa Park, John Gidman, before he moved on from Aston Villa to Everton. Here's Wright. Bailey. Kidd's come off his man, but never reached him. Holland. Lyons. Well, half an hour gone, and it's a duel in the sunshine, and it would be very difficult to separate the two participants at this stage. We've seen a fine save from each goalkeeper and some snappy midfield play, which has virtually cancelled out that of the other side. It's a real tangle between Cross and Lyons, and Everton applaud that decision because it's virtually the first one that has gone in Lyons' favour. And he's going to make his way forward now for the free kick. Defensive job on the right-hand side of the field for West Ham is Pat Holland. He's stopping the left-back John Bailey from getting forward too often. Ross, King, Bailey. That was Holland again. Going to come to Billy Wright to shoot. The corner swinging across, and Everton making one or two decoy runs and leaving Wright free coming in from the far post. He's yet to score this season, but he wasn't very far away then. Free kick to Everton, given against Pearson. Yes, you. Megson on. Kidd goes in with brush, and a corner again. This is Everton's 6th corner in the first half to West Ham's 3. Oh, it was fiercely swung in by Brian Kidd. Teams at top level nowadays seem to use their left-footed players to take in swingers from the right, and Phil Parkes just watching it go over from Brian Kidd. Semi-finals have a habit of being tight, even matches, and this is no exception up to now. Everton 0, West Ham 0, but some good football being played beneath all the tension. Pearson to Holland. Bailey's header. West Ham gain a few yards. Ray Stewart looking for the long one to Pearson, and it found him too. In goes Allen. To meet this lad off the field, you'd think he was still a schoolboy. He's so small and so inoffensive, but at the age of 17, here he is, still in the England youth squad, but playing in an FA Cup semi-final. Good header by Bonds. This is right for Everton. Then it was King and now Gidman. Kidd, this is a good move. There's not much time. This is Megson. They've got to play it early in the midfield. Bailey looks for Isto, pulling away. Alvin Martin, once rejected as a schoolboy by Everton, now plays against them. Kidd. Kidd's gone down, holding his right leg. West Ham wanting to take the throw, while the referee checks to see if he needs attention. That was missed by Bailey. Cross turning on Lyons. Pearson got an important touch. Here's Pat Holland. But Bailey's pace in recovery was important. Twice over. The throw, though, went against him. And it's come to Brooking. Cross is up there, and I think he used his arm. Free kick to Everton. But Brooking curls those balls in so quickly and accurately that Everton was still arguing about the throw-in decision when he was left in space. Ball must go outside the 18-yard area. On by Kidd for Motson. Calls for handball against Devonshire. Free kick to Everton. Eight minutes left in the first half. It's going to be Andy King with the kick. It's come to Hartford. Low in for Lyons. Hartford again. That was Pearson's flick. Stewart's header onto cross. Goalkeeper Lyons played the ball back, and the goalkeeper did well to prevent it going out for a corner. That's a free kick to West Ham. Brian Kidd, the offender. So here's Bonds for West Ham. Now Ray Stewart looks for cross. Nice touch back meant for Pearson, away by right. Bonds. Devonshire has been quiet so far. He hasn't had a chance to run at the defence like he usually does, but he might now. And he did, and the linesman flagged for a foul by Gidman. Taken by Brooking. It's a Billy Bonds header. Not much choice there for Bailey. It had to go down the line. In the end, Holland. And then Stewart. Pearson. Oh, Stewart slipped. Martin. Oh, it's a bit short, and Parks had to come all the way, and he almost kicked the ball into Bonds. Alvin Martin's back pass not very well weighted. Hartford. missed that apart from Martin, and handball, was it? It's certainly a penalty. Devonshire is complaining and being shown the yellow card, but a penalty has been given. And I think we're going to see a change of penalty taker when the referee finally finishes the bookings, because Trevor Ross has given the job up, having missed the last one against Bolton last week. And when Devonshire is finally booked for protesting, I think we're going to see Brian Kidd take the penalty. So Kidd against Parks. And Everton are in the lead. Brian Kidd the scorer, and it went right in the middle of the goal. Goalkeepers have to go one way or the other, and Parks went to his right, and the shot went virtually where he'd been standing. And still West Ham protest about the referee's decision. Ray Stewart has gone across. Devonshire's already been booked. And the referee is threatening to send Stewart off. The Everton fans celebrating, Brian Kidd getting the congratulations, and now Ray Stewart's name goes in the book. Two West Ham players protesting and being cautioned for a controversial penalty award. So West Ham go a goal down, and Everton, the sound of their supporters fills Villa Park. And the lonely man in the middle, Colin Seal, the referee, who had no hesitation in pointing to the spot. A decision which may well influence the rest of this semi-final. Well, if you watch that ball played in again from the original position, from the free kick, the first two players that go for it, it really appears that perhaps there was a push there by the West Ham defender against the first Everton man to go in, and that's what the referee saw and gave a penalty. And now a yellow card is shown again. Trevor Ross being called to the referee, and tempers rising here. Ross going in the book this time. Here's Brooking. Away by right. Here's Kidd. King. And there goes Eastoe. And Everton's spirit soaring now. Awkward. Stewart's in trouble, and I think West Ham will be very glad to hear the half-time whistle. Brooking. Oof. Ross again. He could go here if he's not careful. He's been booked already, and he's brought Brooking down, and the referee's got a problem on. Trevor Ross has just been given the yellow card, and he was late on Brooking. Now, what does the referee do? Only one man since the war has been sent off in a semi-final, and the referee gives Ross the benefit of the doubt. Devonshire. Allen. Stewart, Pearson, Stewart. Brooking. First half, with Everton leading by 1-0. And what a controversial moment that was. 4 minutes before half-time, the ball played in, and I can only think the referee thought there was a push there, which gave Brian Kidd the chance to score from the penalty and left John Lyall's West Ham feeling at half-time rather hard done by.
NASCAR, the world's most daring race, where complete nutters chuck themselves around America's oval racetracks 38 times a year. Follow all the races in NASCAR live on Viasat Sport 2.
Welcome once again to Match of the Day.
Viasat 3 takes you back through English football history. Meet stars like Bobby Charlton, Peter Shilton, Kevin Keegan, and David Beckham. We're showing clips from over 1,000 classic matches, the best from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Experience 40 years of FA Cup finals and highlights from the legendary English football program Match of the Day. English football history takes flight on Viasat Sport 3.
So Alan Devonshire, whose foul on Andy King was the reason for the penalty, sees his side start the second half a goal behind. Header by Lyons, and here's Kidd, who scored from the spot. Devonshire's header, then cross. Here's Bailey, looking for Eastoe, who gave West Ham a few problems early on. And away by Lyons. It's Bailey with the throw. On by Kidd and away by Martin. Well, scoring goals has been one of West Ham's biggest problems in recent weeks, and now they've got to produce something up front to get back into the semi-final. Here's Martin. Devonshire. Second division team now being asked to show considerable character to come back. They do have a free kick. Taken by Brooking. Cross goes up. And here's Andy King to Kidd. Gordon Lee, the Everton manager, just taking his seat for the second half and must be very pleased to see his side nosing in front. There's Brooking. Bonds with Eastoe. On by King. There's Kidd. Hartwell. Beaten by Brooking. A good tackle by the England man. Looks for Holland, but it's back by Lyons. Playing a superb captain's role at the back, Mike Lyons. Everton sensing that they're less than 45 minutes away from Wembley. And West Ham, the onus is on them now to come forward, and here's Devonshire to Pearson. Allen. Stewart. Bonds. That was on by Isto to Kidd. Stewart. Cross. These little flicks of West Ham's are very attractive to watch, but they've got to find the man, otherwise Everton are snapping in and intercepting, which is what happened there. King. Kidd letting it run to Hart, and that was a nice dummy. And just one defender too many. It was Billy Bonds on Asa Hartford, and a nice spirit too between the two players. Devonshire. Pearson stretching to make anything of that, but Devonshire in full stride picks it up again and takes them all on. What a run by Devonshire! And now he wants a penalty and won't get it. Having given one away, he didn't kid the referee there, and to be fair, he didn't appeal very hard either, Alan Devonshire. Martin to Stewart. That goes Pearson. That was Holland. It's going to be Ray Stewart with the throw for West Ham. Pearson on the near post. That was Pearson. Billy Wright was the Everton player behind him. Devonshire. Oh, nice ball. Brookings in there. And Ross just doing enough. Kidd. Allen battling away. Kidd's gone down injured at this stage. This is Devonshire. Offside against Cross. So Brian Kidd, the goal scorer, on the ground. Billy Bonds really has got a tremendous sporting outlook on the game. His team are a goal down. He's one of the hardest competitors in the business in the best sense of the word, but he's been the first one to pick up or console an Everton opponent if they've gone down heavily. Awkward bounce for Bonds to deal with there, but he did well. Lyons with Pearson. Here's Megson. Referee says no foul by Brooking. Here's Devonshire. West Ham still looking their assured selves in the middle of the field, but can they create anything further forward? That's the big problem. And certainly they won't do it like that. Hodge may have just come out of the area there with his foot, but I don't think he took the ball out. That's the important thing. The referee is asking the linesman, who says no. Came straight to Motson off Martin. Good tackle by Brush. Pearson's made a run through the inside left position and he's offside. It's on by Kidd. Here's Eastoe, tangling with Bonds. Martin out to Brush. Brooking. Devonshire. Oh, he did marvellously well there, Devonshire, to get through, and Ross fouled him. Ross has got to be very careful. He's had the yellow card. He's had a second warning after that. And he really must check his tackles a little bit. Here's Brush. That's cross. King. Here's Wright. Bailey's made a tremendous break on the left. Pat Holland is matching him stride for stride. And that's a free kick to West Ham. Terrific piece of running by John Bailey. But what about the way he was covered by the man that's been marking him most of the afternoon? Pat Holland. Allen. Bonds. Cross. Eastoe working well, so was King. He's put Asa Hartford in space. Billy Bonds goes across. And this is Holland. Match still being played at a fairly frenetic pace. And Hodge comes all the way. His save in the first half from Ray Stewart beginning to look more and more important now, with his side 1 goal ahead. But there's a long way to go in this semi-final. Here's Brooking. Oh, brilliant. Pulled it back, crosses there, and didn't make proper contact. David Cross would like to have got a better strike on that. Beautifully pulled back by Trevor Brooking after one of his typical sinuous runs. That was Brush. Kidd. And now Motson. Eastoe, Motson again. Trying to get Kidd in, but West Ham got plenty of players back. This is Martin. Billy Bonds. Allen. Out to Holland. And this is Ross to Bailey. Oh, given away, and Holland so persistent. Ross in the way again, appeals for handball, not given. And in the end, Ross was just glad to relieve what was becoming a very difficult position for Everton, because they kept giving the ball away and Holland kept forcing them back. Up goes Cross, foul there. David Cross penalised. shove in the back it might have been, but in the end, Bonds and Martin between them, seeing the ball back to safety. Everton still leading 1-0, but West Ham looking all the time for a way to get a grip on the game. They're certainly doing so in midfield slowly, but they do need rather more from their front two, I would think, at this stage. Bonds and Martin have pushed forward to help them. Taken by Brooking. Up went Billy Bonds. What a save! Bonds sunk to his knees then, and Hodge produces his second outstanding save of the match. Bonds' header was bound for the far corner, and this time it's the left hand that turns the ball round. Away by Gidman. Brooking. Oh, they're all in there again, including Alvin Martin. And well played by Andy King. And now Kidd. And now Hartford. Now will Everton catch West Ham on the break? Not this time. Well, West Ham making a tremendous fight of it, and this fellow Bonds is leading it. But Brooking, for once, his control wasn't sure, and here's Eastoe to Ross. Kidd over on the left wing. Ball was out. Stewart, offside against Cross. "15 minutes gone in the second half. Everton lead by 1-0, but that won't be conclusive unless they can get a second and put the match beyond West Ham's reach, because at this stage West Ham are having more of the game, even though they've been forced back just for the moment. Hartford. This is the first time in the second half that Everton have really threatened the West Ham goal. They do have a free kick. Taken by Hartford. Oh, Eastoe! He was given an absolutely free header. As Hartford curled the free kick in, nobody picked up Eastoe, and Parks had to go down smartly to his left on an afternoon in which the goalkeepers are increasingly distinguishing themselves. That's Stewart, that's Pearson, that's off the foot of Bailey. Holland is coming in. Hopeful shouts for handball, but it's a corner. Away by King, but how far? Driven off by Ray Stewart, appeals for handball. I think it was Ross that was flattened by the shot, and West Ham thought it was a handball. Driven again, and a deflection too. The second shot was by Devonshire, and it caught another player's head, and Hodge still got behind it. But what about the first shot from Ray Stewart? That's the one that flattened Trevor Ross. Oh, what a tangle on the far side, and the linesman having to go in and separate the two players. It's all getting out of hand again. Brian Kidd and Ray Stewart getting very, very involved, right under the linesman's nose, and Ray Stewart's already been booked. The linesman telling the referee exactly what happened behind his back. It was Kidd and Stewart who tangled and wouldn't let each other go. And the referee is going to show the red card. The referee is showing the red card. going to happen here. Brian Kidd is standing on the touchline, wondering if it's him. Brian Kidd, who was sent off earlier this season against Wigan in the FA Cup, and Ray Stewart, the number 2 of West Ham, is also had the yellow card earlier today, and the linesman and Kidd are still talking, and still the arguments go on, and finally Kidd is being urged to go off. Brian Kidd is sent off for the second time in the FA Cup this season for fighting with Ray Stewart. And Everton now are down to 10 men. The man who scored from the penalty is sent off for fighting. And while all that was happening, Kidd is led away to the dressing room. Trevor Ross is still on his back in the opposing penalty area, having blocked the shot. Well, that incident happened right underneath the linesman's nose, and Brian Kidd, who's known to have a very fiery temperament, was scuffling away, and when the linesman told the referee what had occurred, it was Brian Kidd who got the red card. Well, what drama here. Ross still receiving prolonged attention. And the Everton players are still complaining to the referee about the sending off. And I wonder if Gordon Lee, with Kidd having gone off, will have to bring on Latchford anyway to redress the balance up front and bring somebody else off. Gordon Lee on his feet. Trevor Ross is also back on his. But I wonder now what Everton's tactics will be, because unless they push somebody else forward, they'll have to bring on Latchford as another striker to support Eastoe. Having said that, they are a goal up, and West Ham have got to get that goal back now against 10 men. With the crowd very, very much with them. On by Pearson, cross and lines going in, and away by Bailey. Eastoe and Martin. And Alvin Martin and Peter Eastoe falling out, and this semi-final now is on the verge of getting completely out of hand. The penalty laid the first embers, really. Then the sending off has put fuel on the fire, and unless we're careful, it's going to boil over completely, or unless Mr. Seal is careful, and Billy Bond's doing his level best to keep people calm. Eastoe. That was King. Rush for West Ham, and just a reminder, the score still Everton 1, West Ham 0. But West Ham have had the second half so far, and there goes Brooking. Trevor Ross's tackle that the referee seemed unhappy about. I think he's given West Ham a free kick here. Everton are complaining again. Devonshire trying to force it back from Gidman, and he's offside anyway. Isto. The previous sending off in a semi-final was Mick Martin of West Brom against Ipswich in 1978. But I think that's only the second in about over 30 years. And Andy King actually held somebody off pretty painfully there as well. It was Asa Hartford who was the offender when the man finally went down. There goes Brush. Ross in the way. Bonds. Stuart Pearson is the man who was injured by Asa Hartford, and Hartford now scraps with Paul Allen. Seemed to me as if Hartford caught Stuart Pearson as they parted with his elbow. Pearson is still being checked by the referee as play goes on. This is cross. Holland. Devonshire. Another very strong run from him. Oh, a deflection on the shot might give it to Brooking, but Hodges there first. And this goalkeeper has had a quite superb afternoon. That save from Billy Bonds, which would have made the score 1-1 had the header gone in. Well, that'll be remembered by Evertonians for a very long time. 20 minutes to go. West Ham a goal down, but still coming forward. And don't forget, they're playing against 10 men. Brooking is in space here. Pearson in the centre. Pearson's coming in! It's there! Pearson, near post. A goal superbly made by Brooking and typically tucked away by the former England centre-forward, Stuart Pearson. Brooking beat the offside trap. He was so aware of what was in the centre. He kept calm, carried the ball through and just knocked it into the near post, and Pearson scores what has to go down as a typical Pearson goal and a typical West Ham goal. The score now then, 1-1, and we're back where we started. 20 minutes to go. And for incident, this must be one of the most eventful semi-finals for some time. Hartford. That sending off could be costing Everton very dear indeed. And West Ham get their reward for dominating the second half. Devonshire. Now it's Isto, and Andy King is, I think, being asked to play up with Isto now that they've finally reorganised with Kidd gone off. Cross. And Holland on the right, and in this mood, West Ham could go on and win it. The balance of the game, the psychological sway of the match is in West Ham's favour. Jeff Pike is warming up. Pearson actually scored the goal a couple of minutes after receiving quite a bad knock on his left shoulder. And he's gone down again now. The Everton fans trying to urge their side back into the ascendancy because they had it at one time, but now they've lost it. Isto, King, Ross, Kidman's made a run down the right. He hasn't made too many of those this afternoon. And in his space now is Brooking, and Devonshire with the fullback out of position. Cross is in the middle. Brooking is trying to get there as well. Still Devonshire. Here's Brooking. Cross pulling away, far post, knocks it back in. Pat Holland up with the goalkeeper. It's up with Eastoe. Here's King. Eastoe again. Ross looks for Motson. Cross goes Brush. That's a corner. Well, we've seen the game turn once. Shall we see it turn again? Everton's chance now to exert some pressure on West Ham. Taken by King. Eastoe's there, it's his second free header. They failed to mark him twice now, West Ham. The first time his header was saved, the second time he couldn't even get it on target. And those two headers, had just one of them gone in, could have turned things around completely. Bob Latchford is warming up for the second time. Motson, Devonshire. Holland, who's played so well out there on the right. Devonshire again. And the back heel finds Holland following up. Holland shot! Side netting. But what a great move. He began that, Pat Holland, by playing the ball down to Devonshire. He just kept running and the ball was back in his stride. And he's rapidly making himself a candidate for man of the match. 15 minutes left. Cross to Stewart. Stewart's cross. Bonds! Just couldn't stretch far enough to turn it inside the post. What a great run from the back, though, by the West Ham captain. And he's been principally responsible for this stirring second-half performance by the second division side. Substitution now by Everton. Gary Motson is going off, and Bob Latchford is coming on. Latchford has scored in every round of the FA Cup, as I was saying earlier. And he's being asked to do so again now, to put Everton back where they were. That was crossed to Brooking. Oh, Pearson offside. Offside. Another knock for Pearson. Referee's saying you're either fit enough to get on with it or you've got to go off for treatment. And Everton's spirit, which was so high at half-time, has been dampened in this second half, especially by the sending off and by the way West Ham have got hold of the match. But at 1-1, anything can still happen. Latchford. King. Oh, and Andy King spoiled that. And a substitution now by West Ham. Stuart Pearson is going to hobble off, and he'll be replaced by Jeff Pike. This is Brush. Devonshire to Brooking. Pike has joined cross up front for West Ham. It's a straight switch of him for Pearson. That's Bailey. That's Latchford. Allen. Cross to Brooking. Brooking engineering so much in the second half and nothing more important than the goal. Flag was up for offside there anyway. Stewart. Good play by Hartford. Oof, he nearly got Eastoe in. It was Paul Brush that made a very timely interception. Here's Devonshire. Brought down. The second tackle was by Hartford, the one that really mattered. And here's Devonshire. Holland. Oh, Paul Brush free on the left. Pike going towards the near post, cross to the far. Pat Holland picking it up again. Here's Allen. West Ham able to spread the play wide on either side. Bonds out to Stewart. Still Stewart. Bonds. Offside, I would have thought, against Cross. So remarkably, the two men who've scored the goals in this semi-final are both off the field. Kidd sent off and Pearson taken off injured. And they've left the match standing at 1-1. 10 minutes left. Latchford pestering Alvin Martin. Referee says no foul. Devonshire. Holland. Oh. And that's a nice bit of play by Trevor Ross until Billy Bonds came across. Nicely done too by Holland to Allen. West Ham have played some splendid football in the second half on a day of considerable tension. Here's Hartford. That's Latchford. And Hartford again. Now Andy King's got some room in the centre. Can be knocked back to him. And here he comes, and Brush did terribly well. He may appear to have panicked, but he didn't really, because he was out on his own against two forwards. Eastoe was in there first as well, and then Andy King was waiting for the knockback, and Brush deprived them both. In the process, he was injured. Referee allowing the trainer to come on. Both teams now have used their substitute. But bear in mind that Everton have played, certainly for the last 20 minutes or so, with only 10 men. That magnificent Holt End at Villa Park, one of the great banks of terrace support in the country. And while the Everton fans try and urge their team back into a good position, West Ham defending for the moment from a throw-in by Gidman. Lyons is up on the near post. Devonshire. In the way was Lyons. Allen, Eastoe, and Alvin Martin was there. This is Stewart. There are 7 minutes to go in the way Lyons. Lofted high for the two front runners, but Bonds again a tower of strength. Brooking. King. This is Bailey. Latchford's got Eastoe behind him, but it's away by Martin. Pike jumping against taller defenders. Bonds up with Eastoe. Now Brush. Offside. Oh no, he's not. Cross and Pike both got the better of the Everton defence there, and the linesman's flag stayed down. Don't think either of them properly realised they were okay. It was Latchford who was fouled. Free kick to Everton with 6 minutes to go. Well, you are reluctant to talk about a replay because so much has happened in this match. But there's still time for more. Hart to take the kick. Good throw by Phil Park, sets Alan Devonshire away. Three other West Ham players are up, but he's being forced across by Gidman. Here's Brooking. If it was meant for Pike at the near post, cut out by Andy King. And on the break, it could be 2 against 2 if Eastoe can play it quickly, but they're back now. Gidman. Hartford. Ross. This is King, back to Lyons. Locked it up for Bob Latchford. Martin battling with him. Now Bonds for West Ham. That's meant for Pike. Billy Wright in the way. Cross. It's Wright again. Latchford had started his run and had to check. Hartford. Now Latchford. Gidman. Hartford's run down the right wing. Oh, and Brush was brushed literally aside by Asa Hartford there with the left arm. So Gidman with the throw. Eastoe on the near post, a chance here for Latchford. It's still free, and Latchford couldn't force it over the line. Well, West Ham's hearts were in their mouths there, and I don't think for a moment even Parks knew where it was. It was flicked on by Eastoe, and Latchford, with the ball free, just couldn't get the finishing touch, and it was scrambled away and finally cleared by Brooking. In the meantime, a collision between Pat Holland and Andy King leaves both players on the ground. Billy Bonds with the free kick for West Ham. Gidman beating Pike, but the referee thought that the free kick should be retaken because the trainers weren't off the field. So with 2 minutes of normal time left, here's Paul Allen for West Ham to cross. Stewart, in goes Pike. Allen is in there! Oh, it's a goal! No, it's not, offside. The flag's up. The flag's up. Not given. The linesman on this side was flagging. As the ball was knocked on, Allen darting in, but the flag was up, and West Ham thought they had a winner, which was wiped out. Devonshire. Well, either side could have won it in the last few minutes. There was a near thing at the West Ham end with Latchford, and then West Ham for a minute thought they'd scored. Here's Ross. Oh, and that's one for Latchford to go for, and he's pulled it back and scrambled away on the near post by a combination of Phil Parkes and obviously Billy Bonds. They deprived Eastoe between them. Offside against Cross. Well, talk about an open game. I mean, this could have gone any way, and we could have had a score of something like 3 or 4 to either side. There have been so many exciting moments and near things, especially in the second half. But it still stands at 1-1, and we're in the last minute of normal time. That was back by Marty. So into time being added on for stoppages, and there might be quite a lot of that. Allen. Here comes Bailey. Oh, well played by the fullback for Everton. Stewart trying to check him. Does so in the end. And Bailey kicks the ball away. Bonds. Pike. On by Eastoe, now Latchford. Brooking. Oh, it was tremendous stuff from Brooking. Cross now, out to Devonshire. Pike is in the centre. Pike is coming in, he got pushed over, did he? Allen's shot went wide. Jeff Pike felt he was fouled in the middle. Here's Devonshire. Ray Stewart over on the right wing. Devonshire again. West Ham have controlled the greater part of the second half with this midfield play, but Everton have still got time perhaps to try once more themselves. Here's Andy King. Eastoe is well forward. Latchford is on this side. There goes Eastoe! And Parkes so quickly off his line for another vital save. And West Ham are offside here, Pike and Cross. So it's beginning to look very much like a replay as Everton have a free kick deep into injury time, taken by Billy Wright. And flicked on fairly harmlessly there by Latchford. Here's Devonshire for West Ham. And Pike went to the left, and it was away by King. Rush. Moss had started his run. That was played for Billy Bonds to come through. Blows for time, and this semi-final must go to a second match. Full of incident, much of it will be talked about for a long time. The two managers cool enough to shake hands and talk quietly about a very noisy afternoon, which saw Everton take the lead from a controversial penalty. The man who scored from it was later sent off. Pearson equalised for West Ham, and although it was largely West Ham's second half, there were moments when either side could have won the game. In fact, nobody did, and with both semi-finals having been drawn, these two teams must now replay at Ellen Road, Leeds on Wednesday night, and West Ham have gone to thank their supporters. Billy Bonds, a leading figure in the match. Some people might say man of the match.